Now that we have been knocked over the head with this, we have to pull together why this whole thing works. Because it sounds like this means that God expects his people to be doormats. If we're supposed to forgive, if we're supposed to bless those who curse us, if we're supposed to do all this stuff, it sounds like God expects his disciples to be doormats. But nothing could be further from the truth. Remember, as we talked about Jubilee and the Sabbath, that a threefold crop was to precede the Sabbath year where all debts were to be forgiven. Before you got to the point where you had to clear debts, under covenant, God was going to provide you 3 times as much as you would need to be able to clear that year, that you were to forgive the debt. The central question where challenges of forgiveness are concerned is, who are we looking to for repayment?
Okay.
Or who do we look to be made whole? Somebody owes me something. Somebody has a land debt to me in the Old Testament. They're supposed to pay me back. God says forgive them because I'm the one who is your provision, not them. I'm the one who will make you whole, not them. So the question becomes, who am I looking to get stuff back from? Is it God or is it the other person? Forgiveness and discipleship is effectively a transaction where whatever debt is incurred by the offending party is passed on to God, who makes good on that debt many times over. Whatever I've forgiven, God has already promised to bless me 3 times over what I would normally have brought in that year. So by the time I've written it off, he's already given me more than what I needed to begin with. Whatever we may consider lost in the process of demonstrating his love and grace is returned to us abundantly. Before the time where we're called on to write off the debt, he provides more than we need for the next couple of years. Thus, our ability to forgive is a reflection of our faith in God to make whole the loss that we have suffered at the hands of others. Brother Glenn, what if somebody has taken something that we can't get back? There is nothing that you can lose that God cannot restore.
All right.
Many times over. That's the lesson that Job teaches us. That whatever is considered loss, he can give you that and then some. The real question is whether or not we want what God has, or we just want the person to pay us back. I don't want it from God, I want it from you. When a person finds they're unable to forgive, it's either one, because they're unwilling to let go what they have lost or walk away from it for a time. They are unwilling to trust that God can make them whole, or they just rather see the offended party pay. I don't want God to pay, I want them to pay. If we are God's children, what is out there that we need that he does not provide? What is out there that we need that he will not provide in abundance? And so what do I need from you? We have a sense of righteousness and wanting to see people get gotten, all of that stuff, and we struggle with it when we wrestle with it, and that is a much deeper conversation. We have our notions of justice and how things are being made right. But God calls on his disciples to demonstrate his goodness and his grace with the understanding, whatever you lose in the process, I will make sure you are made whole. And so can I trust God enough to believe he will live up to his word? So whatever I consider loss, whatever injury I sustain, whatever slight I may have endured, whatever has been taken from me, whatever I have had to give, however much I've been lied on, however much I've been taken advantage of, God will restore me.
All right.
Do I trust him enough to believe that he says, I'll give you everything you need before it even gets there so you don't miss what you lost? Can I trust him?
Yes.
Can I believe him? Has he proven himself over time to be faithful, that all I have needed, his hand has provided?
Yes.
Morning by morning, new mercies I see. He loadeth me with benefits daily.
Sometimes we just forget to.
Yep. So what am I worried about what I get from you, Father?
Heat of the moment.
Forgiveness is a demonstration of the power of God over our enemies and over those who have abused us and over those who have shorted us and over those who have taken from us. It shows that God is greater than what you tried to do to me.
Amen.
That's where his glory is shown. Because however you tried to affect me, whatever you thought you did, God is greater. So the reason I can turn the other cheek is because God is greater. The reason I'm not worried about giving you my jacket when you try to take my shirt is because God's already given me 2 more jackets that I can put on. It's all right. You can keep it. I'm good. Don't worry about it. The reason I'm not worried, the reason I can bless those who curse me is because they can't curse me because God's power is greater than their curse. Our honor doesn't come from men, but is protected with God. We repay evil with good to show that the goodness of God is so abundant, there's never anything that they can take from us that we can't get back and have enough and have more to give. It's a powerful demonstration when they can lie on you, when they can talk about you, when they can try to run you down, and all you do is say, God bless you. If you need anything, let me know. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm going to go about living my life. And, if you see opportunities, so I'm not going to say nothing bad about you. I'm not going to run you down in the streets. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to release what I feel like I'm owed.
All right.
I'm going to walk away from what I feel like I'm owed. I'm going to lift up the burden that of somebody that's supposed to repay me because I know they just can't.
Right.
Maybe they should. Maybe they should have known better. We should have known better. And God forgave us, so I'm going to take that burden off of them and drop it and walk away from what I think I'm owed.